I don't know, man. I was banging 7-gram rocks and finishing them because that's how I roll. I have one speed, I have one gear. Go.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to part 2 of Merc's YouTube tips. Now last week we spoke about getting your channel set up, maybe even putting a first video up, and just the real kind of basic stuff. And I really realized I didn't cover how to get yourself well known in a reasonably time-friendly manner. Now, there are a few things you can do to get yourself well known. You can do something extraordinary that not many people have done before. For instance, some of the biggest hits for me that got me a lot of subscribers back in the day were the aerial ganking videos I did back on my old channel. The Ultimate Warrior Challenge I did, that was a big one. No one had really seen anything like that before, and although the video is outdated now, back then it was pretty crazy stuff, because it really did show what Recuperate was capable of and what rogues were capable of, and people jumped on that because I hadn't seen anything like that before. And even now, if I was to ever do another Ultimate Challenge, it would get a lot of views simply because it's something different, and it would obviously get more views than I have subscribers, just because it's something that people would show their friends, like, dude, rogues are overpowered, check this out. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. There's getting the whole original epic thing that people want to spread, so the viral factor, basically. You can go for the viral factor, and that's probably one of the harder ways to do things, because coming up with a viral video is harder than you think, because A, you got to make people want to share it, and B, there's no guarantee that it will actually go viral. You may just not hit that target audience, and it mightn't get many views at all. Now, the other way to do things, and something I guess you guys are somewhat familiar with, in my case, I got some help from Swifty back in the day, back when I had my old channel, and Swifty was still, you know, reasonably small in comparison to what he is now. Swifty asked me to make some videos for him after watching my original Epic Coffee video, which he found hilarious, I guess. He got me on Vent and, you know, asked if I wanted to do some videos for his channel. I'm like, sure, why not? So obviously that helps a lot. Being noticed by a bigger YouTuber does help a lot, but getting noticed by a bigger YouTuber, especially now that YouTube is a really popular thing, a lot of people do it, getting noticed is a lot harder than one would think. And especially now that subscriber growth has slowed significantly from what it used to be. It's just a lot harder to build up a decent subscriber base, which is why I shot up to like 70 something K, and then I sat there for quite a while because YouTube started removing subs, removing quote-unquote inactive subs, and all of these things. So yes, it is harder to build your channel now. But one trick, and I'm just going to say flat out, it's a trick. Us bigger YouTubers love flattery. There's no denying that. It's always nice to hear from the person themselves what they think about you and your videos. I mean, there have been videos that I've gotten where I'll open up the video and someone will be, you know, the title will just be, it'll just have my name in it, you know, and I obviously think, I'm going to click on that and see what that's about, because we're curious. We just think of ourselves as regular people. And I was talking to Swifty tonight, and we were just kind of discussing how weird it is to be quote-unquote YouTube famous, because, you know, we are really just regular people when it comes down to it, with an interesting occupation. We still have the same kind of thoughts and reactions to stuff as normal everyday people, because we are normal everyday people. So if you want to get a YouTuber's notice, like a bigger YouTuber, just title the video, put their name in the video title and send it to them. And talk about them at some, at some point. And we'll watch it because we're curious. And if what you're saying is complimentary, we'll probably hit it with a like. That's how things go. I mean, I've seen Swifty like videos that gave him a shout out for all his hard work, and I've liked videos that have given me a shout out for all my hard work. And we'll do that. We appreciate the praise, funnily enough. And I mean, obviously it's nice to read in the comments, but it's always just that little bit nicer when it's a real, quote-unquote, real human being saying it rather than just text you're reading on the screen. It just adds a human quality to it, I guess. So that's what I'll leave you guys to ponder. And obviously, if I get a bunch of video responses that have followed my advice here and flattered me in one way or another, I'm not going to be able to like all of them. But the point is, if you're trying to catch the eye of a bigger YouTuber, that's the way to do it. We do appreciate it, and we're certainly happy to help you back out for all of your hard work, especially if you're putting work into building a channel. Anyway guys, I hope you found this video helpful. I'm gonna come back next week with some more YouTube tips and hopefully help you aspiring YouTubers build your channels to the point where one day I can ask you for a like and a favorite. Anyway guys, this is Merc out. Cheers.